Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here with new information on the latest sexual assault allegations against Conor McGregor. Now, before we get there, I want to tell you how upset I got last night. I was out having a drink and I looked up at the television in the bar, and what did I see? Oh, I saw Conor McGregor being promoted in a fight against Frankie Edgar. Let me say this again. I will make it my life's fucking mission to ensure the only cage this man ever sees again is the one in a prison. Period. Amen. Gloves are off, bro. And I hope that you watching this, if you've got a Twitter account, you're tweeting these videos out to Disney, because they own ESPN, to ESPN MMA, to UFC, to all the mainstream media in the United States that is completely ignoring this story again, almost a week later, and whitewashed the first sexual assault ordeal. Okay, but we're not whitewashing anything here. We're going to read you the quotes. We're going to show you the real deal. And to this day, by the way, guys, today, I'm getting messages in my inbox that it still wasn't him in December. It was him. There's nobody else that it was. Okay? I'm getting messages that he wasn't arrested or that this isn't going to go to the Department of Public Prosecution. Actually, these articles confirm that the December incident has paperwork being filed now, and we will know in the next coming weeks whether or not he will be prosecuted for that. By the way, these articles also admit there's no doubt that the sexual assault actually occurred because McGregor has stated that it was consensual. And we'll show you how sick that is after we break down the latest in the media blackout surrounding Conor McGregor and last Friday night's incident somewhere around 9 p.m. So the Sun really not trying to hide it. Obviously, that's a silhouette that resembles McGregor. They're not allowed to say in this country what the name is. That's why it's the same Irish sports star. But they have CCTV footage of this incident, okay, which was Crumlin in Dublin. They have CCTV footage before the event where apparently he was talking to her and other people, both groups. They're calling his friends punters, that European accent. That's all in these articles. Again, they have other CCTV footage recovered showing the pair walking to the car where the incident is alleged to have taken place around 9 p.m. Now, it'll be interesting to see if they have any footage of the car itself. The woman allegedly is saying that she was coerced into sex. So far, the details in this case are nowhere near as brutal as the details in the previous case. And remember, even before the previous case, he was investigated in another incident that never went to court. That was confirmed in the articles in Europe. Again, never talked about in this country at all. The guy shouldn't even have a visa to work in the United States. And I feel bad for somebody that might get a payday on McGregor. I'd love to see Frankie Edgar get paid what he's worth. He's an amazing fighter. I love Frankie Edgar. But Dana White's already put the kibosh on that. He's saying because it doesn't make sense. We'll get to that in a minute. But hopefully it's because he realizes he's never going to fight again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Cut ties now. Save face now. So as you can see this right here, here we go. On this case, a source has said CCTV evidence will play a key part in this investigation, and Garde are trying to build a picture leading up to the alleged attack. Once the witness statements and exhibits have been gathered, the suspect will be interviewed. Now, they already talked to him on Saturday. They seized the car and the clothes from that incident, which apparently he turned in. Okay? Garde will then send a file to the Director of Public Prosecutions to rule whether the sports star will face any charges. Now, there's a separate file that is being prepared in the December case. I want to make that absolutely clear. Okay? 100% clear. I'm so sick of all the disinfo and the misinfo that's out there. Now, I have reported in the past who it has been speculated to be against. Okay? And there are people out there that are telling me there's no evidence that D. Devlin has a brother. Now, if that's the truth, hey, I don't know. I have not said exactly who the first woman was, other than she was a mother in another relationship, and now it's being reported that she was married. But we're going to get into the brutal incident of that in a moment, okay? So, once again, no arrests have been made, and the investigation is still ongoing, all right? I want to make that very, very clear. This is the Friday incident. Not one U.S. paper has picked this up. Kudos to Luke Thomas for at least bringing it up. I really wish he would go much, much farther. I understand he's in a tougher position being part of the mixed martial arts media, but I also want to throw it out there that the people at The Grueling Truth have just put up my second Mixed Martial Mindset with John Fitch up as a podcast. So if you just want an audio, although the visuals are really key here, if you just want an audio MP3 file or a podcast you can share with somebody, that's now available, and we may be doing that weekly. I've been wanting to put that into a podcast form, and obviously I'm trying to grow that program with Fitch, and this just being one of those taboo subjects you can't talk about in the MMA world or the world in general, because this guy earns big money for Big Disney and Big Sports and the UFC and WME Entertainment and Ari Emanuel. That's what this is about, all right? So if we continue down in this article, it's very similar to the other one, with a little bit more, not much more, okay? But I want to make it clear that we will find out in the next coming weeks whether or not he will be charged in the December case, and that is so clutch. Mr. Exports, thank you so much for that super chat. Now, going back, or I'm sorry, this is actually part of this. He actually went to party after he did this, okay? And this one is pretty explicit when it says, the star is already the subject of a separate rape investigation involving another Dublin woman, with a decision on whether he will be charged in this case expected to be made by the Department of Public Prosecution in the coming weeks. Gardaí and Kremlin are investigating an alleged sexual assault of the woman that occurred Friday, October 11th, 2019 at approximately 9 p.m. That's separate, okay? And again, it says it right here. These allegations are completely separate to a rape allegation that the sportsman is facing, in which Gardaí have sent a file to the DPP. So now they're saying that the file has been prepared, it's been sent to the DPP, and in the next few weeks, we will find out whether his arrest in January from a December incident is actually going to be taken to court. This is key. No one else is reporting any of this. What's wrong, New York Times? Okay? So again, several different media outlets confirming all of this. And again, the second sexual assault in less than 12 months. And they said it could be weeks before he actually gets interviewed about this incident, okay? And again, it's if you look at that first case, he's saying that it was consensual. It is understood the star claimed to have a consensual sex with the woman, okay? And that's the one from the Dublin incident. This is all talk, or I'm sorry, they're both Dublin. The December incident. So again, there's no. I've had people again try to tell me it was someone completely different. Thank you so much for that super chat, Flip Goff. Like it's a sports personality. It's an announcer. It's a rugby player. It's a golfer. It wasn't Conor. They've dropped the charges. He paid them off. No. And let's not get it twisted, man. We're not here to get it twisted. Women too afraid to give statement on alleged rape by Irish sports star in the beginning. She did not give a statement because she was scared to death. Okay? The victim has not made a statement as of yet. She is deeply distressed state and is struggling emotionally. No arrests have been made. That was, again, back in the day. And I want you to know, look, Gardaí, Irish police are now satisfied they finally have the chain of events incorporating proper timeline of sorts of this case. But there is a lot to be sorted here. These are police sources. Okay, this is a senior source. This is not Jason Burmis telling you this. Let me read this to you, and I want it to sink in. Supposedly consensual sex, right? Or supposedly he didn't do it. Or supposedly he was never arrested for it. At the end of the day, there is no doubt that this young lady suffered a horrendous ordeal. The examinations and all the evidence shows that she was raped and very badly assaulted in that penthouse suite. And remember, it was other people that gave statements first. He did this in front of people. These were the headlines. She was found battered and bruised. They had CCTV camera footage coming out of that hotel, battered and bruised. And Dana White wants to tell you, the Frankie Edgar fight makes no sense. It makes no sense. It would make big money for Frankie Edgar. He's saying that they're separated by 2 weight classes. They're not separated by 2 weight classes. Conor could fight at 155. Frankie can fight at 155. It'd be a big money fight for him. He just doesn't want somebody who's, barely, I'm not even sure where Frankie is ranked in at 155 at this point. He might not even be in the top 10, and God forbid he beats a ranked fighter, but he's never fighting again. Ever, ever, ever. He will, again, you have to make it your life's mission. Where's the Me Too movement? Huh? I'll tell you where they are. They're in their houses, they're in their boxes, they're in their little controlled paradigms, because half of those celebrities that came out for that have taken pictures with this guy, hung out with him, praised him, tweeted about him, loved him so much. They can't come to reality. All right? And we're about reality here. So guys, if you want to keep this story alive, you got to share this with others. Nobody else is out there reporting this. If you like this video, now's the time to thumb it up. Share it with others. Join the Burmese Brigade if you haven't already. I'm doing it 3 to 7 times a day on various subjects. Just did an Epstein update, some Domino's Pizza AI, a little Middle Eastern stuff, the new Chinese UFO, the largest pedo ring ever busted this week. Over 250,000 videos of children on a South Korean server. There's a lot out there that you're not hearing every day on MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News. And I'm trying to bring it to you from a nonpartisan perspective, from a perspective that you can relate to. So hopefully you're going to join the Burmese Brigade. And I'm also a documentary filmmaker. I've thought about a mini documentary on this. It might have to happen, okay? I might have to do it because this needs to gain attention. But if you didn't know, you can watch all my stuff for free. I give everything away. It's in my documentaries playlist here. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order to Find, and Shade the Motion Picture. And guys, I do it all for free, okay? You are my paycheck. So every $5, $10, $15 donation really does help. I should be over $2,500. Really should be closer to like $3,000 if I want to make my $5,000 goal this month. Probably not going to get there, but I'm going to keep driving forward, putting these videos out and trying to reach as many people as possible. That being said, I got nothing but love in my heart. I love you guys, and I hope that you can help me make a difference out there. I will see you all on the flip side.